Imagine a powerful symbol of our planet's plight, submerged in the very crisis it seeks to highlight. That's exactly what Canadian artist and activist Benjamin Von Wong has created with his thought-provoking sculpture, The Thinker's Burden, unveiled during critical UN negotiations on plastic pollution. But here's where it gets even more impactful. As talks progress, the sculpture is being buried under a growing mountain of plastic waste, serving as a stark reminder of the consequences of inaction. As delegates from 184 countries and over 600 organizations gather in Geneva to craft the world's first legally binding treaty on plastic pollution, Von Wong's nearly 6-meter, 18-foot installation stands as a daily confrontation. Inspired by Auguste Rodin's iconic The Thinker, Von Wong's piece reimagines the contemplative figure perched atop Mother Earth, cradling a baby while clutching plastic bottles. A strand of DNA intertwines them, underscoring the profound health impacts of plastic pollution. And this is the part most people miss. It's not just about the environment. It's about our very DNA, our future generations, and the irreversible damage we risk. With the help of volunteers, Von Wong is physically adding plastic waste to the sculpture throughout the negotiations, symbolizing the escalating crisis. On Monday, he climbed a ladder to weave plastic bottles into the DNA strand and placed a plastic toy car at its base. By the end of this week, the sculpture would be almost entirely drowned in plastics, he explained. But the hope is that a strong, ambitious treaty can solve this problem once and for all. The project, funded largely by the Mindiru Foundation, an Australian philanthropic organization, relies on plastic waste collected by local non-profits and community groups. Standing beside the sculpture, Maria Ivanova, co-director of the Plastic Center at Northeastern University, emphasized its emotional impact. People don't change their minds because of facts. They change because of feelings. And this is where art becomes absolutely critical to shift the needle on policy. Here's where it gets controversial. While many delegates, like Michael Bonser of the Canadian delegation, praise the artwork as extraordinarily profound, others might question whether such dramatic displays truly influence policy or merely serve as spectacle. Does art have the power to drive systemic change, or is it just a temporary emotional trigger? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. As the talks enter their final days, the pressure is mounting. European Commissioner Jessica Roswell expressed concern over the lack of progress, urging, "It's time to get results." Meanwhile, Inger Anderson, executive director of the UN Environment Program, remains optimistic. This is within grasp. The window remains open to leave Geneva with this treaty. With 3,700 participants and hundreds of unresolved disagreements, the negotiations are far from straightforward. The pace needs to accelerate, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Von Wong's sculpture doesn't just reflect the crisis, it challenges us to act. But the question remains, will this week's talks mark a turning point? Or will the sculpture's message be buried under the weight of inaction? What do you think? Can art truly inspire the change we need? Let us know below.